Wanted to talk a little bit about how to structure your farms. It's a pretty important question depending how many farms you're going to have. If you're going to make 5 or 6 farms, maybe you just want to have each one specialize in one of the resource types. If you're just going to have one, maybe you want it to be a balanced farm. So you've got 25 of the rural resource plots where you can have food farms, mines, extractors, and quarries. And then all of your farms can have up to 12 banks, so gill should not be a problem. But you might want to go real big on one resource, like this one here. This farm has 16 quarries and pumps out up to 4 million stone a day. And then we got this guy here, specialized actually in 2 resources, mines and extractors, and then eventually tore down one mine and one extractor for some more food farms. This kind of a unique case. Went ahead and bought the $5 doubler pack they kept throwing at me, which doubled production capacity and I think gathering speed. So with double production and double capacity, this is just as good as 2 farms, one focused on energy and one focused on metal. Um, well, where'd our screen go? There we go. So if you decide, you know, it's like early in the game, stone is very important, and you'll tend to run out of. As you move on and get into bigger research projects, energy becomes everything comes real energy dependent. Metal always seems to be something you need a lot of and don't have enough of because the mines don't produce as much per hour as the other resource buildings. So maybe you want to do a farm that's almost all energy extractors. There's going to be challenges with that, in that as you're building up that farm, if you only have one of the apple producing food farms, for example, how are you going to get enough food to keep upgrading your energy extractors to get them to where they're producing good for you? I should also point out, if you decided to do a balanced farm and you do 6 of each resource building type and maybe one extra quarry, you don't need to go with 6 of the food farms, because with the ring, right away, the ring they give you for free gives you a 50% boost on food production. As you advance in level, you can craft another one. You can have really big food production boosts. You can get by with probably just 2 farms and closer to 7, 8 of the other resource types on a balanced farm. But say you're going to go 16, 17 energy extractors. My advice, right when you start, it's not going to matter. The upgrades are extremely small. Just to build one, it's like less than a couple hundred resources of each type. And as you upgrade, still under 1,000. But as they start to get up to like 8, 9, 10, you're going to need bigger quantities of stuff. So one thing I usually do right away in a farm, especially if it's going to be unbalanced, is come into the university and go ahead and research Monster Tactics 1 to open that up. And eventually I'll do this other hero research that's related to monster hunting as well. Because even level 1 monsters, let's see if we have a level 1 monster around here. Here's a level 1 Garula. Let's hit this flan over here. Even level 1 monsters, why have I hit my march limit? Oh, my troops are camping out. Even level 1 monsters, do I have a report I can share instead of marching over there? Here we go. Even level 1 monsters will still drop resource items that are 10, 12, 13,000 in gil, food, energy, metal, stone, all of it. So this is how you're going to supply whatever resource you're short on in your unbalanced farm. So you've already started to collect stuff just by doing a little bit of monster hunting, not much. And then as you do this, your hero is very easy to level up in the beginning. This guy's just on level 2, so it only takes 7,000 hero experience to level up to 3. So what you want to do is pay attention to his XP bar. You can see it on the profile pic there. We're about 600 out. When you get close like that, go ahead and do a max attack on the monster. Usually I like to attack once because you build your attack streak, you do more damage each time, and if somebody poaches that monster before you get there and you've done a max attack, you're still going to lose your whole MP bar. Or if you have enough, I have enough for 6 attacks, it looks like right now. If this monster was hurt, like the gorilla down here, and it only took 3 attacks to kill it, I still lose 6 attacks worth of MP when I do a max attack. So normally I like to do a single attack, but when the hero starts to get close to leveling up, go ahead and max attack, and we'll see if we get enough loyalty from those 6 hits to level him up. We might come up a little short. I think we needed 600, I think, right? How far away are we? This riveting video. Of course, we don't have any speed ups. It's a brand new farm. So he's going to come over here, whack the flan, and hopefully we'll level up. If we don't, the other things that the monsters will drop as you're hunting them, they'll drop 5,000 Noctis experience, 10,000. Sometimes a level 1 will even drop 20,000. And higher ones if you get a super lucky hit, right? So save those up, don't use them right away, and then control when your hero levels up. Because when your hero levels up, that MP bar is going to completely refill. So if you pay attention to when he's about to level up, use all the MP you can, then level him up, you've got another full MP bar to go hunt monsters with. And if you pay attention to this and you get lucky and get some experience items, you can hunt monsters, pretty well consecutively for like 8 hours of gameplay when you first start a new farm, just because the hero is so easy to level up. They keep running events that involve leveling up your hero, so you might even be able to complete one of those. So we got to our monster, and we did get enough experience to go ahead and level up. If you're doing an unbalanced farm, at the beginning you get very little ascension points. But if I was doing an energy extractor farm, I want to focus on these things over here to the right to get down to extractor production. I think is that one. Yeah. So I'll use my puny little 2 MP points, or one of them, for quarry. And next time I'll do quarry again until I open the mine, and I'll get down and focus on the extractor production. Same thing with your economic research. You want to focus on whatever resource you're trying to make. If that did not quite give him enough to level up, other things you can do. Keep some quest handy. 400 XP might push you over. This bigger one's going to give 800. So you can keep those handy to give you the last 1,000, 2,000, whatever, to go ahead and level them up. Same thing with the Empire quest. They hardly give you anything in the beginning, but a little bit of experience might push you over the top. And let's see, at level 3, again, he only needs 7,000 to level up. So you can see if I had gotten one of the $5,000 or $10,000 experience items, I could just go ahead and do another max attack and then level them up right away, and another max attack. And you're going to build up the items you need. Because if you get 15,000 food, I already have 2 of those, that's 30,000 food, and it's only costing me a few hundred to upgrade these buildings. You're going to have to upgrade some other buildings along the way as you go to get the Citadel up, to get to the higher levels of the resource buildings. But monster hunting is the way I get it done when I'm trying to do an unbalanced farm. In farms, you don't really like to sit around and wait for resources to generate, because you want to get them up and running and providing your main with resources as fast as possible. So I like to do that with Monster Tactics 1. Eventually, I'll go ahead and research Monster Tactics 2 as well for a lot of my farms, because then they can help beat down level 2 monsters for my main account to come in for the kill shot and score some big prizes on those monster events that are pretty well impossible to complete unless you're hitting level 4 and 5 monsters, and I'm nowhere near that. So that's my strategy on an unbalanced farm. enjoy, check out my farm video playlist. I'm going to put together a collection of videos all about farms, and check out my other Final Fantasy 15 A New Empire videos. Thanks a lot.